But from your understanding, is it true that he was working prior to October the 7th in the media department for Hamas? In other words, was employed by Hamas, or is that not true?
There is no evidence whatsoever that has been independently verified by any credible organization that gives that whatsoever. But you know what? Let me entertain this ridiculous assumption that some people are making to try and smear and try and defend the indefensible for a serial killing entity that has killed, like I say, more than 270 journalists in the past less than 24 months. If there was somebody who worked for the media, for argument's sake, for the media entity of a governing body or a political party in any, let's say in Ukraine, and the next day the Russians decided to send an armed drone without presenting any of that evidence, without trying to arrest them, without trying to accuse them of anything whatsoever, and murdered them in a civilian area in front of a hospital which they, by the way, destroyed and demolished and burnt out and claimed was a Hamas cell, and it evidently wasn't, which is Al-Shifa Hospital. And we can go into the litany of lies about that they used to justify bombing and destroying hospitals and universities and schools. Is that justifiable? The fact that we're even having this conversation is bizarre to me when we are watching live streaming of a genocide that these journalists have been risking their lives in this ridiculous hope that the world will wake up one day, and see that our collective humanity is being massacred by an unhinged group of people who, because of their impunity and because we've drunk the Kool-Aid for the past 70, 80 years, and because mainstream media in the West has gone along with it, they can get away with anything. So the fact that this discussion even is taking place is bizarre.